beautiful Talavera wall art pieces. We have a beautiful sun. This is all metal construction. And then we have the sun and moon option. Of course, a little star detail in there. Customer top rated item, $39.74 for this beautiful sizable wow piece here. And once again, customer top rated, more have just arrived. M52317, that is your item number. You're getting this home on 5 easy pays for $795. Now I'm going to show you the two different ones a little bit up close. I want you to see the scale, because I really think, Nancy, it's all about not just the craftsmanship here, but the scale, this wow dimension. I mean, it looks like such an amazing find that maybe you've gotten on some exotic vacation somewhere, and you traveled all the way home from that exotic destination with this metal construction, just absolutely beautiful. But it's inspired by a type of Mexican pottery.
Yes, it is. So it's Talavera pottery that inspired these pieces. You're holding up the flower right there. I have the sun and moon and star version right here. So these are always popular because people love Talavera pottery because it's gorgeous, it's vibrant, you've got all the colors, the really cool patterns and everything in here. But Plow Hearth knows that, you know, pottery breaks. So they wanted to give you pieces that were made out of metal that are going to withstand the elements, that are going to be fine to live out all year long. If you put something out that's pottery here in the East Coast, it's going to be chipping and breaking. You can't leave it out all year long. So, and then very often, you know, you might knock into it or something. So the wonderful thing is this is metal construction. You see all the different layers that are in there in terms of the colors and the different places where the colors come together. There's embossing. So there's texture, there's vibrant color. You see that high gloss sheen that makes it, you know, weather resistant. So put this outside and feel comfortable that it's going to continue to look this fabulous. I love that we have one on the door there because it's a great wreath substitute.
That's a great idea.
Isn't that great? It's just such a vibrant way to greet people at your door.
And I love the fact that we have a great little metal loop on the back for extremely easy hanging. So it's not like you get home and you're like, well, how do I hang this up? We've already figured that out for you. But it is also, once again, it's that dimension. That moon and stars is our early favorite right now, and I know that Nancy said, you said this one is always so popular. Now the diameter of that is about 24 3/4, so just about 25 inches there, and the flower is about 26 inches in diameter. Now just a little tidbit about the flower. Since it was last presented, it has been sold out, and that is since last August. And as I said, more have just arrived, so really getting a jump on the season. But really, this is something that is so beautiful, so uniquely done with the texture and the metal and those colors that it's just as beautiful inside or out.
Oh, absolutely. When I first did this item, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago, I had this in my kitchen. I had yellow walls in my kitchen. It was such a perfect accent in the kitchen with all of these gorgeous colors. You've got the green and kind of the maroon or terracotta, a little bit of rose here. And you'll notice that everywhere that the colors come together, it's lined in black or in actually a metallic gold right here. So there's so many vibrant colors. It's really going to go with any color scheme inside your home. Outside, really gorgeous on the back of a fence. If you have daylilies coming up, it's going to pull into these colors right here, sort of that mustardy gold. You've got the greeneries, all the different greens. I love that I have it up on the back wall here because that'll give you an idea of what it looks like on a fence, perhaps, or maybe you have a shed. And you know, the sheds are always just a little bit boring. It's nice to put something decorative on the door or on the wall. And so you have something that's super versatile, but that high quality that we know and love from Plow Hearth, because this is made out of metal, but inspired by that pottery from Mexico.
And as you said, what's wonderful about that metal is it will not chip, it will not break.
Right.
It's not going to have that sensitivity that you would get from terracotta. You can leave it out all year long. Now, 300 orders have already been placed. Very, very popular, very busy on the phones, even though it is 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But boy, I don't know. Nancy, I think so many of us are just so excited to
Yes.
brighten things up both literally and figuratively, and I find that home decor inside outside is the way to do it. I mean, that's what I've been spending
Yes.
my free time doing, making decisions, staring at bookcases. What do I want to put in there? Walking around my garden. We just got a new fence put in, so kind of thinking, okay, how am I going to make it softened, and putting something like this, as you were even showing a little bit with your background, on a fence, whatever it may be, even on the entrance of a gate, is such a beautiful way to say welcome, but you know what, to boost your own spirits.
Exactly. And you can use this now. Start enjoying it inside, and then later on in the year, then go ahead and move it out to that location you planned for outside. So it really has double duty. Enjoy it inside or outside. You've got those vibrant, gorgeous colors and beautiful designs.
Right, and I wanted to show you what the back looks like here, because you can see all of that metal design. And once again, here is that very handy, perfectly placed hook right on the center, so very easy to hang up. But also, I do want to point out, even though this is metal, this is not very heavy.
Right, exactly. I'm going to say it's just maybe 2 pounds.
That's
it's
what I'm
lightweight
thinking.
enough that it's going to be very easy to hang. Don't worry about that, about something heavy. If it was pottery, it would be very heavy. And so you might be limited where you could put it. But I actually have siding on the side of my house, and I've purchased little clips that can go up underneath the siding. So if someone has siding, don't worry. It's not like you have to use a nail or a screw. You still can enjoy this on your home. Or you can just, put a nail like in a wall if you want to put it in your family room. I know some people who have put it on the side of their home if it's a brick home. If you have like a porch, it would be so pretty walking up to your home. If you have a covered porch, put it up there. But don't worry about weather getting on it. And I loved your idea about a garden gate too. That would be so pretty. Imagine this on a white garden gate.
That was exactly
how it would pop those colors.
I'm chuckling because
gosh.
I am actually waiting for hardware to arrive so we can hang our new garden gates, and just thinking, wouldn't this look nice? So you read my mind there. We're seeing it on that beautiful white background. 600 orders already placed. You're looking at the beautiful sun and moon and stars, extremely, extremely popular. And then we also have the beautiful flower. Now, a reminder, this is a hot pick today. This means it is one of our must-have items of the day at an incredible, incredible value. That also means it will be presented later. So you're getting first dibs on what we have in our quantity here. Again, more have just arrived. And you're getting this home for, let me just give you the exact amount, $39.74. And a reminder, this is a customer top-rated item. This is an item that customers have gotten home and said, you know what, I love this so much that I'm going to take time to log into my QVC account, write down my experience with it to share with other customers. Nancy, I always feel like time, of course, is the most precious gift, and when someone spends the time to share how much they love an item, that means so much. So those words are very, very, I know persuasive and helpful for me. If it's customer top rated, I'm like, done.
Yes, exactly. And I love the shot actually right behind you where you saw both of them together. These play nicely together. So if you want to have, let's say, the sun and moon and star on your door, and I love that the flower is on the wall, or maybe get a couple of the flowers and create your own sunflower display on that fence line, because it's so nice to have the beautiful plants that are growing below, but they usually stop at about like 3 feet. So then how about use that space that's above that, decorate a little more vertically, put a few of these above those plantings that you have, pull off of that yellow with your, your daylilies, or maybe you have some pretty maroon roses and you just want to put something above that. It's a great way to kind of extend your decorating, extend your eye up in your garden.
Excellent point. Now, once again, that flower, the diameter, I always like to know the measurements. I'm very particular about measurements. The diameter of the flower is 26 inches. The diameter of the sun and moon with the cute little star is 24 3/4 inches. And just about, I mean, I would say the depth from where you're going to hang it off is just a little under 2 inches. Very, very streamlined to the surface. And once again, it comes with that easy hook.
Profile.
And like you said, Nancy, lightweight, we're thinking maybe about 2 pounds. So not something that's going to be heavy or cumbersome, but also something, I love your decorating tips. I think this is something that really could also be used in multiples. If you're really looking to make a big design statement and maybe say, oh, that's sun and moon, there's something about it. Maybe you even get 3 sun and moon and you hang them at 3 separate places. I think there's always magic in the number 3, and there's something that really looks so high-end designer about something this
Right.
substantial in multiples. I mean, truly a wow effect if you really want to go for it.
Exactly. And I'm glad that you mentioned that it has a bit of a narrow profile because we're seeing it on the door there. If you're like me and you have a storm door or a screen door, this is narrow enough that it's not going to interfere with that. So feel free that you can hang that on your front door if you have that screen door or storm door. But anywhere that you put it, if it gets direct weather, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to still look fabulous. And especially now when we're so anticipating the spring colors and joyfulness, this is something that can start making you think of that. Enjoy it inside if you like, put it out when you want to, or put it right out right now and start enjoying the color because it's going to brighten those dull winter days.
Very, very well said. Once again, more have just arrived here. Over 1,000 already ordered just in the past few minutes. This is a customer top rated item, obviously for a reason. All you have to do is decide, would I like to get home the flower? And again, this is all metal construction. We have the Talavera flower, and then very, very popular this morning, the sun and moon. The Talavera sun and moon, of course, with that star detail as well. M52317, that is your item number. Once again, a hot pick on the day. It will be presented later, so make sure you place your order now to get home exactly what you'd like to get. Still to come in this show, oh, these are